Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Allie, and I wanted to do a sketchbook tour today. I want to go through this one. This is like one of my newest ones, and I actually work on this one pretty regularly. I want to go through this one first, and if there's time, then I'll go through these other ones. And that big sketchbook I just threw over there is the only sketchbook that I actually have like completed. So this one is still has a lot of, I still have a lot of pages to work on. Okay, so on the first page of this book, I actually kept this blank for a little while, and I ended up going back and coloring it in later. And these are Copic markers and ink pens. Very cute. I've been super into the combination of the greens and the pinks. I don't know, it's very like like think Sailor Jupiter. Like I've been super into that color combo for whatever reason. I just wanted to draw something with horns, and yeah, I actually am pretty happy with how this turned out. So it's kind of nice to be able to open up my sketchbook and be super happy with like the first spread. So it kind of like inspires me to keep the flow going. But don't get your hopes up, because the next page looks like this. So excuse me, I'm gonna drink some more coffee. With Copic markers, they bleed through the paper. Any alcohol-based marker is going to bleed through the paper, and that's fine. That's just what it is. This is just a little ink sketch. I did start off with pencil. I don't know if you can see the pencil lines, but and then I just went in with ink. Didn't spend too much time there because of that. A coffee cup. I was going to do something with this, and this is as far as I got. Well, it happens. There's always time for me to come back and rework it. This, I got a bunch of pens. I got them actually in my, in an Art Snacks box, and I will link a video to that over here. This page, actually, I did left-handed. I knew it was going to look terrible, but these are just kind of like contour line drawings, and they're just a good warm-up exercise, more so than anything. And I even try to write the alphabet. As you can see, the difference in the quality of the line work, but I don't know. That was just my my thought, or one of my many millions of thoughts that were going through my head when I was going through that. And yeah, I just like practicing my line work. More line work. Wow. But I also used some other, I have some inking pens that I used for these, kind of just to kind of play around with the thickness of the lines and, you know, repeating shapes, simple shapes. This I tried to do like a sunset and then use those pens to kind of sketch it all out, but I don't know. I tried. This is actually paint back here, this yellow and this pink. I actually put some paint in the back of this sketchbook too. But yeah, that, and isn't that interesting how that marker looks like brown or red? But it was a purple marker, so you can see right here, this is the color of the, the pen. And you can see how different it looks on top of the yellow paint. Interesting. I like to doodle flowers. They're just, I wouldn't say they're most realistic, but I like doodling them. This is Rock'em Sakura. She's a drag queen, and she's on YouTube, and I love her. She's so creative. I love like the costumes she comes up with. And she just has such a fun personality. I actually haven't even seen like the whole season of RuPaul's Drag Race that she was on. I just adore her and definitely take a lot of inspiration from her. So she posted this little a picture that was similar to this, and then I decided to draw it with, I actually used some Copic markers and some colored pencils as well, and some different colored pens. And then I made this Hello Kitty with roller skates because, of course, roller skates. Anyways, here's another one. Oh, and I was experimenting with trying to like draw on the other side, bleeding through to make it look like a tattoo, but that looks terrible, so I didn't keep going with that. I was just playing around with coloring in using Copic markers. It's like one of my favorite tools to use. This pink is another piece of paint. Is another a section of paint that I used. Ballpoint marker that's purple right here, and I was just like doodling on top with other marker just to see how it would layer. A lot of this stuff in my sketchbook is like experimental. Yeah, and then a lot of line work. I was just trying to draw. There's so many leaves. So I am currently living in South Carolina, and it's beautiful here, and there's so much greenery. Everything's so lush, and it's starting to like turn autumn or fall, and that's a new thing for me. But yeah, anyways, so many different shaped leaves. Like this kind of stuff I probably never would have noticed before, but I'm noticing it now, and you can tell by how often I draw this in my sketchbook. More leaves, more leaves. Again, with the green and the pink, those. Oh, actually, you know what? I got those markers in my art box, or art snacks box, so I really loved the combination. This was like supposed to be one of those, what are the Monstera leaves? They have like kind of these little holes. I don't know if they're super cute looking, but I can't keep real plants because I have a cat that will eat everything. So here are some little character doodles. I have doodled, this one's supposed to be me actually. This is pretty accurate. I mostly have my hair in a little bun thing with some kind of crop top and shorts. I'm literally wearing that right now too. Okay, again, Copic marker bleeding through. Happy fall, y'all. This was like a thumbnail that I was gonna paint something, but I tried. It didn't turn out so good. We're just gonna keep going. So I actually did this on a Facebook Live. I have a Facebook group that I've started up, and that's where I'm going to be pushing most of my like traditional fine art type stuff. I do a lot of digital work as well, but I'm going to keep that going with my Allie Kelly designs. That's kind of where I put that content. Okay, and again with the green and the pink. Bloom where you're planted. I just like that quote. And I did try to go in with some color pencil on top. I am not gonna lie, I don't love this. I don't love how this turned out, but it is what it is. It was a fun experiment trying to figure out how to layer these colors together to kind of make it look like a skin situation. And yeah, I'm not going to say it's the most successful thing, but it was an attempt. Some more doodles. This is a thumbnail that I was thinking of doing for a painting, but I ended up doing something else. Again, something else I was thinking about doing for a painting. Eyeballs. I sure do draw a lot of eyeballs. I also paint a lot of eyeballs. They're fun. I had her here first, and then I just didn't like how it was turning out, and then I like messed up my line work, and so I was like, doodles everywhere. Okay, another one. Another one. This page, can you tell I draw my own hands all the time? And I think a lot of artists kind of like base a lot of their drawings on themselves because it's the easiest thing to reference. This one right here, this little smoking usagi is probably one of my favorite, most recent digital drawings that I've done. And so I sketched this out and I ended up, this is how the finished product actually turned out. And so this is just a print that I did at home. And if you want to buy one, you can get it on my website. But yeah, so I took this sketch, took a picture of it with my iPad, loaded it into Procreate, and then went from there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. This was a day I got super frustrated at my freaking printer. That's right there. Actually, this was not the printer. This printer over here is the printer I got because of my frustration with this other printer. So I just bought a whole new printer because I don't got time for this. I was having issues with, it wouldn't recognize the cartridge. It was a brand new cartridge. I replaced it. It saw all the other colors, but for whatever reason, like one of the cartridges, it just, didn't recognize. And so don't have time for that. Anyways, so this is the kind of sketching, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is like a ballpoint pen. This is the kind of sketching most of my sketchbooks contained, like before college and even throughout college. But anyways, these were supposed to be like Sailor Moon doodles. Like, this totally looks nothing like Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn. Like, it doesn't look anything like them. Diana, it doesn't look anything like them, but it was just, that was the idea. That was what I was going for. Some more sketches. I was trying to do, I don't know, some kind of pose. No, actually, I was trying to draw her in this like pose. This is a character I've drawn a few times. She's got these flowers and then these like deer horns. Here's another character, kind of. I draw this little octopus girl and this little fawn doe creature, whatever. I draw them pretty regularly. They're kind of like symbolic for different phases in my life. So like I really associate those characters with certain points in my life. So yeah, that's a little story behind them. You can see I like was drawing some eyeballs right here, and I just colored in because whatever. Some more pen practice. Kitty cats. I'm trying to get better at drawing kitty cats and then like doodles that I'm just or words that I'm thinking. Words. Okay, moving on. I don't have the words to explain why I put these words here, but it's fine. These are thumbnails. This is actually a thumbnail for a painting that I did, and I loved how it turned out. And actually, my best friend bought it from me, and I'm heartbroken because it got damaged in the mail getting there to her. So yeah, I'm still like grieving that. Here's another thumbnail. I haven't actually tried to create this one, but it's there. It's there. It's a thought. Okay, moving on. Oh, so this is a fun little sketch I started out, and in my Facebook group, I actually went in and asked, hey, I want to finish this, but I don't know which kind of hand. Should she be pointing or should she be like this? And I put it up in my Facebook group, and people voted on which one they liked better, and this is the hand that won. And this is the finished drawing. So I did turn it digital, and I have it as a free download. If you're part of my group, you can find that link with the free download. So join my group so you can get freebies like this. And so this is actually just a printout of it. I don't know. Do people give cards for like Halloween? I mean, like that was my thought. I was like, oh, you could print it out and then like make it into a card. I don't know. Or it's just like a fun little digital download. Anyways, or I guess you could frame it and put it on the wall too, depending on what you print it out on. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it turned out very different from here. When I was sketching this out, I was thinking of her hair being like clouds, and then I wanted to have like the stars in the sky, but whatever. I'll keep going. Oh, I actually did this. I started coloring this in on a Facebook Live as well. Again, join my group and you can see this kind of content for free. I wanted to practice some more different kinds of crystals. I forgot. I was going to draw some crystals coming out here. Hold that thought. I'll come back to you. Just some quotes. Like kind of sassy, smart-assy kind of quotes that I thought about doing like some what is it, like not calligraphy, well maybe I guess calligraphy, kind of more lettering, graphic work and stuff. I was thinking about doing that, so I wrote down those ideas. Here's another another sketch that I did finish. I turned it digital. It's there are these frogs that we have outside, and he just stares out the door, the glass door, and the windows at these little frogs. They're everywhere. There were like 6 of them out last night, and it's just so cute. This was gonna be like a landscape anything? I don't know. It's not done yet. Here's some more sketching. With these are like that green pen. I was just using it again for right there. No idea what happened there. Don't really. I am doing a painting similar to this. Maybe I'll share that later. Some more sketches. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I have some panels, some wooden panels that I ordered from Treckle Art Supplies. I don't know. But yeah, so I have a panel in the shape of a coffin coming in, and I have a moon, and then I have like some circle ones. So I was just trying to sketch out some ideas. I'm super excited for that. I cannot wait to get those in and start painting those. Okay, so as you can see, like I said, I have quite a few pages left here. See, I still have tons of pages. And then I let me flip to the back. Some thumbnails for some sketches, or for some paintings that I didn't actually do. And then I wanted to play around with the paints on this kind of paper. And I'm actually impressed. This, just by feel, I can tell I gessoed these papers. And I think that made the difference in if these pages stick or not. They don't. But I think it's the gesso that kind of saved that. This is supposed to be an octopus. I don't know. Who knows? And then I just was layering stuff on top. Again, these are like experimental pages, so they don't actually look like anything, but, you know, I still learned something from the process. And this guy, I just painted right onto the paper. No gesso or anything. And I just like the texture. It just feels very nice. But yeah, I just made this little creature with all these little arms. I don't know. He's like a little cloud icy thing. I don't know. This could be a Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, Pikachu. Okay, this is paint too, and this is pretty thick paint. I think I used I used like what did I do? I had some thick acrylic paint, and that's what I use. I mean, this is all acrylic. The paint part, I mean, this yellow is, but then I drew on top just to see how it would layer, and it gets weird. You can see how the color pencil kind of flakes off. It doesn't stick to the paint, and it just kind of made a mess a little bit. Here, I just wanted to see how well the color pencil laid on top of the paint, and if you could see through it. Again, experimental. These pages are more, the squares that are behind there are acrylic, and this on top are paint markers, acrylic paint markers. More pages. I believe I just slapped paint onto this paper with no gesso. I will tell you that these pages stick together, and I have to peel them apart regularly, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, just layering paint on top. I kind of like how that turned out. Excuse. Okay. Yeah. You done? Are you done? Sorry. Excuse me. That was my cat. Nope, he's not. Okay. This is. I had something in mind. I was actually looking at a reference. Excuse me. I was actually looking at a reference picture from a trip I took. I went hiking with my bestie, and there was like this little creek that we saw, and I was trying to figure out how to, clearly I'm not that great with scenery, and I'm still working on it, so I was just trying to figure it out. I'm like, how do you, this is just some more paint. I love this color combination of like the orange and the pink. It's kind of like chunky in certain places. I'm like, I don't even want to draw on it because I just like the feel of it. Some more paint. This is actually house paint back here. I just wanted to see how that would lay, and it's like a satin finish. And then I put some other acrylic paint on top. Some more acrylic paint, and so you see how sticky that is? I believe it is the white paint that I have. And you see how shiny this is? Ugh. If I put that white paint, it just makes everything stick together. And I used it to create these colors. I used that white paint inside these colors, so they stick together. You can see how shiny it is. It's just the kind of paint I was using. Yay, color pencils. Again, trying to draw out some scenery, trying to remember, like, how do I make a sunset? Because I haven't painted one in a long time, or colored one in in a long time. So, yeah, playing around with certain colors and another eyeball, more eyeballs. Wow, super creative, right? All right, and that is it. That is it for this sketchbook tour. I will update again later on as I continue to fill this bad boy up, and I have other sketchbooks too. So if you liked this video, please like this video. Subscribe if you want to, and let me know, do you want to see more sketchbook tours like this? If so, please leave it in the comments down below. I have multiple sketchbooks I could go through, so I could totally make that happen. Thank you so much for watching, and my cat did that to me. And that's enough today for today. So, I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, bye!